Welcome to Incredible Teams. This is your host Liam Hurd, and I've been a lifelong fan of sports, and more recently, a fan of great teams regardless of their field. I often get ideas like this podcast that kind of come and go, but the idea for this project kept coming back to me again and again over the course of a few months. I'll be honest, it's not really within my nature to put myself out there online, but I told myself I couldn't keep saying no and brushing the idea off. I was inspired to start by several sources, primarily a book and 2 podcasts. Sam Walker's book, The Captain Class, details the best teams to ever play sports, stretching from teams like the Yankees that won 5 consecutive World Series titles to the All Black squad that boasted a 55 3-2 record, to teams like the Boston Celtics that won 11 NBA championships in 13 seasons, to Barcelona under Pep Guardiola with 15 trophies in 5 seasons. The greatness on display throughout Walker's pages was pretty interesting to me, and I definitely recommend you check out that book. Now, the first podcast is How to Take Over the World by Ben Wilson, and his podcast analyzes the lives of history's most influential figures, delving into the strategies, tactics, and mindset of individuals like Alexander the Great, Napoleon, and the Founding Fathers. And the second podcast is Acquired by Ben Gilbert and David Rosenthal, which breaks down the world's most beloved companies and the stories and playbooks behind them. In one of their more recent episodes, they talk about Microsoft's embrace and expand concept that I think applies here pretty nicely. I'm embracing, kind of at least trying to, the structure of these podcasts, but expanding into a new category that I haven't seen or heard anyone else exploring. I thought to myself, why can't I use the strategy of long-form, in-depth podcasting and combine it with the stories of the most incredible teams in order to figure out what similar elements propelled these teams to the top? To begin with, I'm planning on posting an episode a month that each sort of follow a similar structure around telling the story behind the team and then delving into an analysis section. So I have an idea of the good teams, have an idea of some of the great teams and a few of the incredible teams, but I'm going to need a lot more. I would love if you let me know who you think the best team ever is. You can leave a comment below or on Instagram, Twitter, etc. I would greatly appreciate you also sharing this with a friend, especially if they have a different opinion on who the best team is. And I hope you enjoyed the first episode on the Brazilian national football team of 1958 to 1962. Let me know what you think. Thanks for listening.